Good morning. I'm Christine. It's just me today. So thank you for joining me for 11s with Fractured Farm. I don't know, just me. I don't know if we are live. Yep, we are because look, Laura Sue is there. Thank you for letting me know. Aiden normally does the computer end of things because I'm usually busy doing the snack end of things. But yeah, it's good to know that I know how to do this too, sort of. So before you all ask, where in the world is Aiden Quinn? That's his story to tell. And so he will tell it if he wants to. He's not all that social on the media, but he'll probably clue you in next time he's here. So it's a beautiful day outside. Figured I'd take you outside and show you our woods, which are still green but starting to turn a little yellow. The sour woods are getting a red glow, and the poplars are turning a little bit yellow. And what else? Oh, since Aiden wasn't here, well, I was a little discombobulated because he wasn't here, but I decided that he could, that because I don't have to make the sweet snacks for him, I would indulge with some savory for me. Ha, ha. And I've got, yesterday, I roasted up probably a couple quarts full of cherry tomatoes because we have tons. And they're on some feta, which, there you go. So that's tomato, garlic, and rosemary roasted, and it's on top of some baked feta, but I don't think it's hot enough, and I might stick it back in the oven when we're done. Ta-da. So, as I said at the top of the hour, Aiden will not be joining us. So sad. And he will tell you all about that if he feels like it next time. In addition, obviously, to the computer challenges that presented, it presented me with the, oh crap, what can I play on my own? And there's only one song that I know how to do the guitar bits on. So it's from our album called Every Mile is a Memory. And we were living in New York then and agreeing to write a song once a week. And Aiden was out of town, and the deadline was coming, and I felt like I had to do something. So I wrote a song on guitar, which I do not know how to play. I don't know any chords. I know the internet exists for that, but I didn't rely on that. I just put my hands on places till it sounded like what I was singing. And then that's how we ended up recording it, with me on guitar and Aiden on bass. So if you are not already very afraid, be very afraid, because I don't know how to play this thing, but I'm going to try. So this is called Eleanor. It was written at the Union Street laundromat. Eleanor McHenry lived on my block. We sat in the same class, we liked to talk. After school we'd race home really fast, pick out our favorite games. Eleanor always chose last. She was the best friend I ever had, the best friend I ever had. And I'm saying a lot. We started junior high, she fell behind. The teacher said she was smart but just didn't apply. I wrote for the paper, went out for track. Ellie made new friends, she never looked back. She was the best friend I ever had, best best friend I ever had. That's saying a lot. We got to high school, Elle learned to smoke, wore too much eyeliner, cursed when she spoke. There were rumors about drinking, going too far with boys. I turned my head to block out the noise. She was the best friend I ever had, best friend I ever had. Not saying a lot. A week before I left home, Eleanor crashed. There were things going on at home that made her act rash. Never told anyone, she never reached out for help. Kept it locked up inside, she kept it all to herself. She was the best friend I ever had, best friend I ever had. That's saying a lot. Well, there you go. That was Eleanor from a very old album. And I think the reason, I just figured it out, the reason why Aiden isn't here is because he wants me and mostly you to appreciate how much he's needed around here. I'm going to try and read some comments. Oh, thank you for liking the song. Yeah, that was an interesting, so that was a song written out of desperation when you run out of ideas and you reach way back into your past for some stories. And the thing that I kind of circled that song around was, and her name was not Eleanor, and she did not die in real life, but she shortened her name and shortened it again. So Eleanor, Ellie, L was how I decided to do that, and I just felt like she was disappearing, but I was a kid and I didn't see it at the time, so perhaps we all need to pay more attention. Carol Ann Solabella, wow, how wonderful to see you here. Hi back at you in Brooklyn. If y'all don't know my friend Carol Ann, she is a fantastic songwriter, singer, player, performer, and if you are either anywhere where she's playing or on the internet, you should check her out. This was exciting for me, terrifyingly exciting to do a thing without Aiden, and I assure you he will be back next week to handle the computering, the guitaring, and we'll probably have sweet snacks instead of savory snacks. But thank you all so much for showing up for Elevenses with Fractured Fraction Friction Farm. And we will return next week with your traditional Elevenses with Friction Farm. Until then, thanks a lot for being here.